So, you've probably seen a lot of news articles stating that Singapore is doing a lot of things much better than Malaysia, such as economics, GDP, infrastructure, education, properties, and living standards. Have you ever wondered in which areas Malaysia is outperforming Singaporeans? Undoubtedly, a nation's education system plays a pivotal role in its development, shaping its performance and growth. Singapore's remarkable success can be attributed to its strategic decision in the 1980s to significantly enhance its education system. This transformative initiative, driven by the Ministry of Education's vision to establish Singapore as a hub for education excellence and innovation, has been marked by key milestones. One such milestone is the introduction of the Thinking Schools, Learning Nation initiative in 1997, emphasizing critical thinking, problem-solving, and skills relevant to the global economy. Additionally, the launch of the Master Plan for ICT in Education in the same year underscores Singapore's commitment to integrating technology into the learning process. The nation has also prioritized attracting and retaining high-quality teachers, contributing significantly to the overall effectiveness of its education system. Comparing Singapore's education system with Malaysia's reveals several notable differences. Singapore's focus on quality, rigor, and global competitiveness has led to consistently high rankings in global education assessments. Malaysia, while making strides in recent years, faces challenges in achieving the same level of excellence uniformly across the country. Efforts to enhance teacher quality have been made in both nations, but disparities may exist. Furthermore, Singapore's significant investments in educational infrastructure and resources, including well-equipped schools with modern facilities and technology, distinguish it from Malaysia, where variations in infrastructure and resources are evident, especially between urban and rural areas. Additionally, language of instruction plays a crucial role, with Singapore primarily using English, contributing to its global appeal, while Malaysia adopts a bilingual approach, reflecting its cultural and linguistic diversity. While both Malaysia and Singapore invest in workforce development, there are some key differences in their approaches and effectiveness. Funding: Singapore allocates a significantly larger portion of its GDP to skills development compared to Malaysia. This translates into more extensive program offerings and financial support for individuals and employers. Industry collaboration: Singapore's programs involve closer collaboration with industry players, ensuring training content remains relevant to current job market demands. This might be an area where Malaysia can improve. Accessibility and reach: Malaysia's programs aim for wider accessibility and cater to diverse groups, including unemployed individuals and those seeking career changes. Singapore's focus is more on upskilling the existing workforce within established industries. Outcomes and recognition: both countries have seen positive outcomes in terms of skills upgrading and employability. However, Singapore's Skills Future Credit Scheme and well-established WSQ framework might give it an edge in terms of individual participation and industry recognition of certifications. Housing: Singapore is often regarded as having a well-regulated and efficient property market, and its property policies are often considered among the best globally. Here are some key features of Singapore's property system and a brief comparison with Malaysia's property system. Housing Development Board, HDB. Singapore's public housing is mainly managed by the Housing Development Board, HDB. HDB provides affordable and well-planned housing for the majority of the population. Land use planning: Singapore has a rigorous land use planning system that efficiently allocates land for various purposes, including residential, commercial, and industrial. Market regulation: the government actively regulates the property market to ensure stability. Measures such as cooling measures and stamp duties have been implemented to curb speculation and excessive price increases. Foreign ownership restrictions: Singapore has policies in place to regulate foreign ownership of residential properties to maintain housing affordability for its citizens. Diversity of property types: Malaysia has a diverse property market that includes various types of residential, commercial, and industrial properties. This diversity caters to different preferences and needs. Bumiputera quotas: Malaysia has certain policies, known as Bumiputera quotas, which reserve a certain percentage of properties for ethnic Malays and other indigenous groups to promote economic and social equity. Foreign ownership policies: Malaysia has specific regulations on foreign ownership of properties, and these policies may vary depending on the type of property and location. Affordable housing initiatives. Malaysia has implemented affordable housing initiatives to address the housing needs of its population. Various programs aim to provide affordable homes for different income groups. Key differences between Singapore's and Malaysia's property systems. Ownership. HDB flats are more affordable and come with various government subsidies and grants, but come with restrictions on resale. Malaysia, mainly freehold ownership, with some leasehold options under state governments. Lower restrictions on resale compared to Singapore's HDB flats. Financing. Singapore, strict mortgage regulations, including mandatory minimum down payments and loan-to-value (LTV) ratios. This helps curb excessive debt and maintain financial stability. Malaysia, less stringent regulations, making it easier to obtain mortgages, but also carrying higher potential risk for financial instability. Government intervention. Singapore, government actively intervenes in the property market through cooling measures, stamp duties, and land use planning. This aims to address speculation and keep prices stable. Malaysia, less direct intervention, although some measures to promote affordable housing exist. This can lead to greater volatility in the market. Affordability. Singapore, housing affordability is a major focus, with programs like BTO flats and various subsidies. However, high land costs and property prices still make it challenging for some. Malaysia, overall lower property prices compared to Singapore, offering greater affordability. However, issues like income inequality and lack of affordable housing in major cities can still pose challenges. Social integration. Singapore, ethnic quotas and mixed housing developments in HDB estates promote social integration. Malaysia, less emphasis on ethnic quotas in housing, but concerns exist about potential segregation in some areas. Economics. While both countries share historical ties and geographical proximity, the economic gap between Singapore and Malaysia reflects nuanced policy differences that have contributed to their respective positions on the global stage. Economic models and global focus. Singapore's economic model revolves around becoming a global financial and technology hub, emphasizing innovation and economic diversification. On the other hand, Malaysia, historically reliant on resource-based industries like palm oil and rubber, has transitioned to embrace manufacturing, services, and technology. Trade and industrialization. Singapore's championing of international trade and industrialization has created a business-friendly environment, attracting global investments. Meanwhile, Malaysia, with a historical emphasis on resource-based industries, has diversified its economic landscape, with palm oil playing a significant role. Foreign direct investment (FDI) policies. Singapore actively courts foreign investments through transparent regulations, incentives, and tax breaks, fostering an environment that lures multinational corporations. Malaysia, however, has employed policies such as the New Economic Policy (NEP) to address historical imbalances and promote indigenous economic participation. Currency and monetary policy. Singapore has maintained a strong and stable currency, focusing on a monetary policy that ensures price stability and economic growth. In contrast, Malaysia has managed its currency differently, sometimes implementing policies to address currency fluctuations and trade imbalances. Labor and immigration policies. Singapore's liberal labor policies have attracted foreign talent, supplementing its workforce and driving economic growth. Malaysia, with regulated policies on foreign workers, considers labor dynamics influenced by ethnic diversity and historical imbalances. Government intervention and economic planning. Singapore has strategically intervened in economic planning, emphasizing efficiency, innovation, and a long-term vision. Malaysia, historically employing more active government intervention, has shifted toward liberalization in recent years. Cultural and social policies. Singapore's policies emphasize multiculturalism, social harmony, and meritocracy, promoting equality and inclusivity. Malaysia has utilized affirmative action policies, such as the NEP, to address historical imbalances, particularly benefiting the Bumiputera population. So in what way does Malaysia is doing better? Cost of living. Malaysia boasts a considerably lower cost of living compared to Singapore. This includes housing, transportation, food, and entertainment, making it a more affordable option for those seeking a comfortable life without breaking the bank. This affordability attracts retirees, backpackers, and those seeking a less financially stressful lifestyle, making an ideal place to really scale down your lifestyle. And, as a matter of fact, if you are Singaporean and choose to stay in Johor, you can live lavishly in Johor. Singapore is highly developed, its fast-paced environment can be stressful. Johor offers a more relaxed pace of life and access to natural beauty, which might appeal to Singaporeans seeking a better work-life balance. Affordable housing. Many Singaporeans find that their salaries barely cover the steep rent in Singapore, making it challenging to imagine owning a home. However, crossing the causeway to Malaysia might turn that dream into a reality. While both countries offer diverse housing options, the sticker price in Malaysia makes homeownership a much more attainable goal for many. A simple apartment in Singapore could set you back upwards of 750,000 Singapore dollars, while a similar option in Johor Bahru, just across the border, might cost you around Rm 350,000, roughly 115,000 Singapore dollars. That's a staggering difference of almost 60%. This affordability discrepancy extends across the board, with even landed properties in Malaysia significantly cheaper compared to their Singaporean counterparts. The forthcoming Rapid Transit System, RTS, promises to significantly reduce travel time between Singapore and Johor Bahru, and ongoing trials of QR code-based clearance in Singapore's Automated Passenger In-Car Clearance System, APICS, suggest further streamlining of border procedures. Entrepreneurial environment. The Malaysian government actively supports startups and small businesses through incentives and a dynamic entrepreneurial ecosystem. This nurturing environment, coupled with lower operational costs compared to Singapore, can be highly attractive for young entrepreneurs and those seeking to build their own ventures. The Malaysian government welcomes foreign investment and offers various incentives to make it attractive for foreigners to set up businesses there. Natural beauty and biodiversity. Malaysia boasts stunning landscapes, from rainforests and mountains to pristine beaches and coral reefs. Its diverse fauna makes it a paradise for nature lovers and adventure seekers. Whether it's trekking through national parks, diving in vibrant coral reefs, or exploring hidden waterfalls, Malaysia offers a treasure trove of natural wonders beyond those found in Singapore's urban environment. While Singapore's undeniable strengths in finance, infrastructure, and technological advancement remain impressive, Malaysia offers a compelling counterpoint for those seeking a different set of priorities.